Hey Capricorn, welcome to your November 2022 Taroscope. Babies, welcome. Let's get you guys an overall theme for the month with the Kim Krans Archetype deck. I'm doing some Archangels here. We've got the Aquarian Tarot and the Biddy Everyday Tarot. Your overall theme for the month of November, the Castle. That's so funny. I was just thinking about this card last night as I was watching some nerd show. I won't even tell you what it is because I don't want to offend anyone, but I'm a big nerd, so it works out. People were just like walking through these castles and it was so beautiful, but it was also dark. It was like so comforting and cozy, the tapestries, but I was also like, wow, there were some dungeon scenes and it was like, right, you can get trapped or it can be your sacred sanctuary. Are you feeling this month? This might be a month for you, Capricorn, where you are enjoying the fruits of your labor. You might be really like leaning into the structure you've created. Look at this box here in pearls. Oh, I love that metaphor. There's something you are really leaning into. Look at that closed eye with the jewels on it. Look at you just like rich and gorgeous and luxuriating in the stability that you've created for yourself through blood, sweat, and tears, right? Pearls is like, what have we really become irritated with? What's gotten in our lives and like what's gotten under our skin? And we have like created our best from. There's like massive celebration in that, right? And then Capricorn, we can sometimes outgrow ourselves. So where this month are you feeling comforted by that? I'm really seeing just like so much comfort and growth, and maybe really like this feeling of just emanating bounty from stability. But there can also be an element of being stuck in our own makings. So let's go ahead and see what else comes up for you guys, and we'll kind of see how that relates. I've been using these angel cards, archangel cards, as a little bit of advice for you guys. What angel wants to be with you this month, help you through the month? Nurture, gorgeous. So also sort of right in line. Archangel Gabriel, as you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now. Go play in your castle, Capricorn. Look at all that love. Oh, look at all that like sweet hug. It's feeling so much in line with this overall vibe too. Sometimes these can be contrasting. I just did another reading where they were also really similar, but they can sometimes contrast each other. We'll see how these apply to the rest of your reading. But use whatever you've grown recently, or maybe you're traveling and this might just be like a theme for you where you're leaning into other people's hospitality. This is a month of like, celebrations. We're starting to go into the holiday season. Maybe there are parties, maybe there are just like a lot of family moments. And also, this is a really good reminder too that if all of that's really painful for you, if you feel like separated, or if you're feeling a lot of like stress about any of that kind of stuff, or having to get together with people, know that this is possible for you. Know that this is available for you. Feeling secure, feeling safe, feeling like luxuriating in your space, feeling comforted, even if it's not traditional, right? So you can have this feeling of peace and love and guidance and support and just like nurturing and cuddling without having to get it from outside sources who might disappoint, right? Is that some therapy coming through? God, I'm good. Thanks, therapy. It's like a reminder for myself too. Okay, Capricorn. Let's go ahead and get you guys a Taroscope for November. See what you guys have coming up. I was going to say, I can't believe it's November, but I've been sort of training myself to just not say that. How often do we say that all the time? I just can't believe so much time has gone by. But it's like, you know what? We say that all the time. So, it is what it is. Time flies, man. Enjoy it while we can. Okay, tangent. Let's see what your guys' central energy is for the month of November. Hello, Nine of Cups. Love this journey for you. Cat's meow. No wonder you're feeling so good and comfy and cozy. This is wishes fulfilled. This is you seeing some kind of like real emotional fulfillment. Look at how happy and smug he is too. You guys might really be like feeling yourselves this month, Capricorn. What have you achieved? What relationship have you gotten into? Did you just get engaged? Like, Cups kind of speaks to more of the emotional connection piece, but this can also be, again, I don't know why I'm feeling very called to say this too, but this can really be outside of partnership or outside of family too. It's like sometimes our deepest fulfillment can come from our connection to self, our alignment to self, our alignment to source. And when we find that, we find that we get so much more out of life as well, right? So just really excited for you guys for this month. 9 of Cups, just getting everything you want there. 5 of Rods, and conflict right on top. So 5 of Rods is a card of conflict, but it's a card that says, hey, there's going to be conflict here that helps us train and get thicker skin or get a skill set that's going to help us on to victory, right? The 6 of Rods is victory. So 5 of Swords can really like cut a bitch. We really want to be careful when we see the 5 of Swords, how we proceed or who's around us. When we see the 5 of Rods, be conscious that there could be conflict in the mix here, but it's oftentimes creative conflict. It's someone else challenging your views. It's something coming to the surface that ultimately makes us better. Let's go ahead and just get a clarifier for that 5 of Wands. 8 of, exactly. When I talk about conflict being a clarifier, sometimes when we're bound up in our own ideas or we don't quite know like how to see ourselves out of a situation, someone else can kind of jog us out of that by saying like, hey, like, did you think about this? Or did you consider that? And while it might not be comfortable, it might jog you out of something that like has been holding you back for a while. So let's see what is in your foundation. This position speaks to what you might not be what you might not know you're thinking, believing, feeling, that you are building the rest of the month off of. 6 of Cups in reverse. Let's get a clarifier for that. Interesting. So 6 of Cups in reverse also talks about love and connection, old relationships, nostalgia, feelings from childhood, feeling connected. It can be a soulmate card. When we see it in reverse, it can be sort of a lack of feeling all of that. Maybe this is kind of feeling pretty sad, or the Hermit in reverse. Okay, let me just sit with this for a second. 9 of Cups and the 6 of Cups here in reverse. So underneath in your foundation, you're really building from a place of having to go it alone. Having to go it alone and not wanting to go it alone. There might be some resistance here in the foundation to building on something that might not have felt very good for you. The 6 of Cups in reverse can be like loss. It can speak to ways that you're just not feeling very happy, or nostalgia in the way that it kind of makes you hurt more so than it makes you like smile and like lean into something really pleasant. So you might be really coming into your own here, or really claiming like what it is you want, Capricorn, because of maybe some loss here, or some way that like you really don't want to be alone. I mean, there could be some situations here in the subconscious that say, you know, that really hurt when I was a kid, or I really didn't like when we lived in that house and we did that one thing. It just like really didn't make me feel very connected to community when we lived all the way on the other side of town. I don't want to be alone in the woods, so I'm going to move to city center, right? That's kind of like the one example of what this can look like when we're just like not quite happy in our foundation, and that is the motivator for what we're building. So what are you building, Capricorn? What are you consciously moving towards this month? Oh, gorgeous. The Wheel of Fortune. So consciously, you are understanding that like the winds of fate are changing. When we see the Wheel of Fortune, it is a major arcana card. This says you are weathering the storm. Like, you know, our environment, there's like a larger picture here that's at play. Some of the minor arcana cards, we have more control over. Okay, great. If I change my attitude, I'll change my direction. But when the Wheel of Fortune shows up, when major arcana cards show up, especially in this position, like what you're growing into, what you're changing into this month, you're really sort of at the whim of karma, and everything in life is karma. That's not a bad thing. It's like you're at the whim of things that are already in motion, already in play. And Wheel of Fortune usually speaks to those things coming full circle in a really positive, beautiful, gorgeous way. Let's go ahead and get a clarifier. I mean, it works really well with the 9 of Cups here, is like, okay, like I'm getting what I want. This is either you setting the intention, this is you like claiming that for November, and or you already seeing the fruits of your labor for that. But look at you go. You're like, yeah, my destiny is changing. I'm claiming what's coming to me. Okay, and it might take a hot second. So that's okay. The Hanged Man there says things are changing. Like circumstances are changing for the better. I'm claiming that this is all gonna get better. And this makes so much sense. When we level up, sometimes it's confusing, right? We have to stop and take pause, because when we level up, we don't know everything yet, right? The lay of the land is different, and it might be better. It might be something you've always wanted. For instance, I made a huge move across country 2 years ago. It was everything I wanted. It was like amazing. I was so happy, but I also had to learn a new place. I also had to take stock of like get a new dentist and look at different maps to understand where I was going. That's a little bit of this same vibe. It's like the Wheel of Fortune is here. You are clearly like going for it, Capricorn, in a way that like the universe supports. Like you are deeply supported this month, and it might just take a second for you to like take stock, take a beat. And you're understanding this too. This is in the conscious position. So this is really you like, okay, like let me get oriented here. Like this is something new for me. Let me look around and see, where am I? Who am I? Who are you? Like take a second to get oriented at this next level, because it's beautiful, whatever you're building here. And this is making a little bit more sense too. So remember to come back to whatever stability you have over the course of the month to really fuel yourself, to really dig deep into your stability and whatever supports you this month, and go back to things that help nurture you as you take a beat here and lean into whatever you're growing in November. Recent past, Capricorn. What did you experience in the recent past? Page of Rods in reverse. Okay, let me clarify this. Page of Rods, I'm getting this message, so I'm just going to say it. Could be like a baby lost. And if it is, I'm so sorry. I don't often speak to like very specific outcomes like that, but the idea is very pressing in my mind. So if that's for you, then this message is for you. So some kind, potentially not, right? But Page of Rods in reverse speaks to some kind of a passion project, some kind of a new start that maybe didn't take. And again, if that's physically, I'm so sorry, but we're moving on here. There's something in the recent past that happened, that like maybe a job opportunity didn't come through, or a relationship didn't come through, some kind of a disappointment here in the past. This could also be you acting in a really shitty way. Like, let's be honest. We all can, we all do. But maybe there was something, like maybe you like mouthed off at work here or something, and you have to leave a situation, or maybe you were feeling like, things were really rocky and you didn't respond very well in a relationship, and you're like moving on. It doesn't have to be that drastic, but something in the recent past here speaks to you moving on from a situation that did not go very well, that didn't take some kind of an idea. And also speaks to this challenge too, right? Like this might have been like, okay, hey, let's start this. And clearly whatever happened got you to where you are now, which is wishes fulfilled. So, it is what it is, and you are moving into a whole different direction. But something in the recent past has been disappointing. You're moving on from something that there was like contention there, something that just didn't go very well in the recent past. But where is it taking you to? What's in the future here? Three of Pentacles. New collaborations, you're building something new. This is sending you into a lot of energy. I'm feeling like so much energy to get into new projects. And the Three of Pentacles is usually a card about collaboration, but this card in particular, this deck in particular, shows this little guy working on his own. So this could be you on your way to working with other people in collaboration or for other people, but it could also be you starting new projects, like you are ready to build with whatever this is. Maybe this is like nesting, maybe you're getting a home together, maybe you are starting a new job or collaboration, and you're scared. Which reading did I do? I don't know. I've just done a couple of them, taped a couple of them. But the Nine of Swords, the beauty in seeing the Nine of Swords is understanding that if you are feeling anxious, this card is about anxiety, it's about our nightmares, it's about our fears coming to the surface, that it's only fear and it's only our mental ability. It's only like in our minds here, right? She's alone, she's in bed. It's just all these thoughts coming to the surface. So if this is you, again, like leveling up, moving into something new, this is a new job, this is a new place, this is a new mindset, it's natural when you level up or do something different that fears come up. Like, oh shit, like who am I going to get as my new dentist? And like, are they going to be as cool as my last one? I'll never find as good of a place, you know? To that exact example, I had that fear when I moved here, and my new dentist is like way better than my old one. And my old one was incredible. Okay, perfect. So that brings me to tell you, work with the mantra or the belief. This is about changing our belief system, that life turns out better than I could even expect it to. That's what we're really challenged with when we see this card. Hey, I'm really looking at my fears right now. What if I recognize immediately that this is just fear, and I can absolutely sub this fear with the belief that life works out better for me. Life always works out for me. People treat me better than I anticipated. Synchronicities are always happening for me. I make more money than I anticipated when I get to a job, right? It's a real beautiful concrete opportunity for us to like sub in beliefs that you want versus like what you're thinking. So if you feel afraid this month about moving into anything new, take it as a beautiful opportunity to like redo and reset, because look at where you're going. It's gorgeous. And you're gonna have a lot of support. Okay, how are you feeling about it, Capricorn? You're feeling tired. You're like, yes, I could really take a nap actually. But, you know, these are really linked, the Hangman and the Four of Swords. Both are about taking a bit of a rest. So the Four of Swords here, this card is like, you know, literal interpretation of this card. Well, not literal, but actually, anyway, it doesn't matter. Traditionally, like, this guy has been in battle, and with the Four of Swords, he's hanging them up. He's resting. He's coming back from battle. I don't know why he's resting in all of his armor. I'm going to choose to say that he's resting and not dying. But this is you. Okay, that's why. This is you ready for battle. This is you ready for your new life. This is you like ready to start that new job. And a very big message to rest as much as you can, rejuvenate as much as you can while you're doing it, on your way to doing it. This is a message for you to just hang up your sword for a second. And even, you know, if you can, you know, like take a week off. But if you can't, take a few minutes every hour or so. If you're working really hard, shut the front door. I just love it when this happens. Rest and then rest some more. That's just it. Just rest. You're feeling tired, go take a nap. Like, I'm not even going to say anything more. It's clarified by the Four of Swords. I just love the tarot so much. It just makes me so happy. Just rest, Capricorn. Just rest. If you're feeling tired, go rest. If you don't have time to take a nap, literally close your eyes for 30 seconds and like let it flow over your body. What is in your exterior position, people, places, things this month that might be helping you, hindering you? What are you bumping into? The Hierophant. Fascinating. So you might be... Okay, a couple things come to mind immediately. Sometimes the messages come in so quickly, I have a hard time seeing them all in one moment, which you can't do with speech. So thank you for your patience. You could be bumping into this month, Capricorn, ways that you are excited to commit. But this could also be people and situations in your life that might feel really good or might be a little bit heavy-handed. The Hierophant is about commitment. It's about structure, and it's about those things on a higher level. So it's not just saying like, okay, this is what I'm going to make for dinner. It's like, are you ready to get married? Like, are you ready to like join this church? You know, that's the traditional interpretation of the Hierophant. It's giving over our faith to someone else who has the keys, right? Someone else is going to give us the answers. Someone else is going to, it's like we're held in a larger container. So if this feels comforting to you this month, if this is a boss, if this is like a lover, if this is a partner that's feeling really heavy-handed, it's exactly coming back to this situation. Is it helping you feel comforted? Is it giving you structure? Is it giving you like a safe landing pad that's going to give you like nurturing and love and connection so that you can go out and be your best self? Or is it feeling way too heavy-handed? Is someone else telling you what to do when you know that like your own intuition is going to get you there better? Let's go ahead and get a clarifier for that. I just feel like it could go either way. Or you might be getting both. But let's see here. Knight of Wands in reverse. So this is about you claiming what feels good to you. Claim whatever structure, person, place, thing helps you feel good and ditch the rest, right? Sorry, I didn't mean to flip off my cards. I love you. But you get what I mean. What are you hoping and wishing for this month, Capricorn? Page of Pentacles, new work environments, like new projects. You're hoping that like whatever seed you've planted is like gonna come up stable and secure. Maybe this is also you hoping for like new people in your life too, new friendships, new kiddos. If this speaks to that storyline of losing a kiddo here in the past or any kind of like physical loss like that, this could be you really trying again, hoping again. If you lost a book deal in the past, this is you trying again. If you lost a job in the past, this is you really wishing and hoping that it's going to work out and that the next attempt is going to be fruitful. When we see the pentacles, we're talking about physical manifestations. We are talking about things that take, and you are ready to fight for it, which I love. The only advice here with this card, this is clarified by the Knight of Swords. So if this is a reaction from something that went really wrong in the past, or just be careful that the words you're choosing to use to advocate for yourself aren't cutting someone. The Knight of Swords can really be like blustery new ideas. This is you starting something new and trying again with like so much passion, so much energy, so many ideas of how to do it. Oh man, that business didn't work before. I'm going to redo the whole thing. But be careful that the Knight of Swords can sometimes have too many ideas, can sometimes be too harsh, can sometimes not have enough tact when they say things. So make sure that as you are moving forward on whatever this is and really starting new projects, you are tempering your temper or your words so that it gets you where you want to go, not out of reaction to where you say something you have to apologize for later. All right. Let's culminate, like, what is the culmination of this month for you guys? Stop it. Capricorn, I just am so excited for your month. Fully in your power, ready for the next start. The Empress is just oozing with love and feminine manifestation, meaning like she's a magnet. She is a magnet for anything and everything she wants. A feminine manifestation means you get to rest and things come to you. You don't have to go out and work so hard for them. You've put in all of the work. You can just sit there and be your best self and like emanate your little beacon of light and love and business or whatever it is that you're doing, and things are going to show up for you. That's who the Empress is. She is so full. Her cup is so overflowing. She is fertile. Everything grows around her. She throws the best parties. She has the best advice. Like, you are just completely in your power. This is like new home. This is home and harvest and being that for other people. This is like you are the castle. You have fully embodied. I just love that so much for you, Capricorn, as the end of your reading. You have fully embodied this nurture and this castle moment, and you are just emanating, radiating amazing things. And the journey isn't over. So clarified by the world in reverse just means that like this, I love that for you actually so much. This is just the first step of the next journey. So we'll see where this takes you in December. But the world in reverse is like the journey isn't over, we're not totally finished yet, and starting a new journey or a new cycle or the next step of the one that you're on from Empress energy doesn't get much better. So I could keep blabbering on, but I'm going to leave it there. Capricorn, thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the shit out of your November, and we'll catch you in the next one.